Welcome back, folks. You're hanging out with the Marco Boys, and we're happy to have you back. So, I don't even know where to begin with this Barry Beamer character, but let me pull up this video and let's get into this.
All right, guys, you're back with us here at Beamer Son Garage, and we appreciate you coming back. So this is another Mr. Obvious video, and unfortunately, we have to continue to do this because we got these trolls and haters and basically trash people, uh, and we're going to show you a couple of them here and trying to explain it to you ahead of time. This one YouTuber, he's a racist piece of garbage. He is just
Hey, good morning, Gib. I woke up this morning and I noticed I had a couple of messages from you. We'll get into that.
scum. He carries a gun with him everywhere. Him and his father go around and cheat people and rob people. They both got the most filthiest mouth, so I'm going to warn you ahead of time that their language is just foul because they're foul. And they're just some of the worst people out there on YouTube. And they don't, have what we have. That's for sure. They don't have the collection of cars and trucks, and they're jealous, and and that's understandable. But it's not my fault that they're both broke. It's not my fault that they don't work a job and make money so they can have nice things. So let's go with it.
Okay.
This game, you're not ready for.
Here we go.
Okay. So, what do you have, Barry, that is at that shithole that you consider to be nice? Okay. Okay, Gib. But Barry, back to you now. So, what is it that you have that I'm jealous of, or that poor man? Who? What do you have that people are jealous of? I think it's more the other way around. Let's get into it.
Go.
We're out there. Maybe Jeff don't want his shit on Facebook. I mean, YouTube. I mean, it was took from Jeff's fucking community page, but that's not the point. Barry, why are you attacking a child for? Like, what the fuck's up, bro? What do you think anybody's gonna do about that, Barry? You just keep making yourself look worse.
So there's on the left
your
is
comment section, which is fucking
the
hilarious.
number one
You're not getting
perpetrator,
the fucking comments you so
Ashton O and his dad Wacko Jacko. And you'll
Okay. So, good morning, Bruce. It's pretty sad that you keep saying that in order to post a picture of me, you got to post a picture of me and my son. Now, I don't know what, but then again, I can't think on your level because you're so fucking far out there. But it's true. What do you think people are gonna think when you posting pictures with a 7-year-old? Or actually, yeah, he was about 7 at that time in that photo. Do you think people are gonna be okay with that? You think the father of that child's gonna be okay with that? But I'm not gonna say much more. We'll keep rolling with this.
see he's got a hat on or something to cover his greasy hair because he cut his hair, but he still didn't wash.
You're a joke, and you just keep posting a child's fucking image out there talking about my number one fucking troll. Well, how do they know that you're not trying to say the kid's your troll?
Now, he's going to show a gun he has right after he calls me a pussy because he claims I take my.
Okay. Barry, you are a pussy. Everybody knows it. But why do you keep glazing over what he's saying? See how you're trying to control a narrative here about a gun. Everything's about a gun. This is a gun, 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 gun. When you have a gun, and it's literally the California, there's video of it. But why aren't you?
My dog with me everywhere.
These are various words.
Now, you, in your own words, did say that you do bring your dogs everywhere with you. You make it a habit of your videos of going around and showing your dogs and saying, "Hey, that dog right there. Oh, that's a mean dog right there. You wouldn't want that dog right there to bite you." Exactly, bro. Exactly. But oh, guys, this video. If you read the headline,
Barry's one that acted like he was above everything and fucking he was God and you don't have to talk to him. He kind of respect.
And there's his dad over there, and he's, like father, like son. His dad is scum.
Look,
Just
Barry,
like
you
his
won't even
boy.
leave your house now without your dog for protection.
There it is.
I see Jeff and his dad, me and my dad, we leave our house. We don't need a dog. Take a dog with us for protection. Well, you carry a firearm, so just before everybody jumps on the bandwagon. I don't carry one every fucking day.
And they're mad because I posted a picture of their buddy, the other troll, Jeffrey Epstein Jr., which is Dave's boy.
I mean,
Dave O. Jacko Wacko's
let's
boy.
be real. I mean,
These
you're
are
a
the
joke.
basically father and son. One of them set, and then there's another set, which is a Dave O.
I
and
still don't.
Jeff
As a
O.
matter of fact,
There it is. There's his gun.
I'm outside right now.
There it is. So there's a guy you're going to see probably on the news sometime, where he's going to be caught, with a gun and shooting people in a mall. Or maybe he might
oh wait.
be at the Boston Marathon. Please look.
Okay, Boston Marathon. Okay. Barry, you are the epitome of dog shit. For you to number one say anything about school shooting is absolutely, I can't even fathom that. But then you have to go a little bit further and you have to bring up the Boston Marathon. Now, I know you live in the middle of fucking nowhere because that's where your parents put you because they couldn't stand you. But up here, that's a real sensitive subject for us, is the Boston Marathon. A lot of people died in that. Also, school shootings. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are affected by that comment. I mean, who the fuck would say something like that? That's defamation of character. If I've ever heard it, you did it just right there. But yeah, well, Bruce, I know in the past we've had, we were gonna call the dog catcher and we had all these hopes. This is the same situation now as Rich put himself in with the hotel. Do you remember that? With the words he used and the accusations? Barry, you now have put yourself, actually you are ahead of Rich. And there are going to be consequences for this. I hope you know that. Like, this is not something you can just do and you can get away with. But we'll get to that. So let me pull this back up.
Out for that guy right there. Yeah, that's the kind of guy that would be, with a gun and be shooting people. He's a coward. Carries a gun with me. Carries a gun with him everywhere he goes, and claims I take my dog with me everywhere I go because I'm a pussy. I don't take my dog with me.
Well, Barry, again, why aren't you telling people the reason why you don't carry a gun is because you're a convicted felon? Because I would be willing to bet my life on it that if you weren't a convicted felon and someone was to give you a gun, you would carry it. But you can't. So now, because you can't, it's going to be the same thing with the pumpkin run. Although by the time the pumpkin run comes around, you might be sitting in jail. But it's only bad because you can't do it. Mark 1, what's going on? It's only bad because you can't do it. Here you. Yep, absolutely. Bruce, it's the same thing here. I don't know if you can conceal in New Hampshire, but I think you might be able to. I think they switched that around. Live again. Oh, yeah, I came out. I got news. I got news for people, but I want to play this video and I wanted to listen to it. And I know you guys have probably already seen it 50 times because it's going around there. The other day, Poor Man's Speed Shop, All Extras and Drama, they did some fantastic videos, and in my opinion, they've broken Barry. So Barry now, breaking news, winning. Oh yeah, guys. And like I said, I'm already giving hints. He did work. This was like Rich when he was at the hotel. Remember with the leather straps and the see-through and the whip? This is much worse though.
I'll tell you something,
One
boy.
thumbs down is really doing something.
I'll tell you something. You pull that gun on me, you come around me again, and you pull that gun on me, and I'm going to take it from you. I'm going to shove it up your ass. And your dad, he gets in the middle of it.
Okay. Barry, you couldn't take a lollipop from a baby. Let me see here. I carry all day, every day. Absolutely. Just checking. Yeah, I don't know if it sends out alerts because I'm on StreamYard. And yeah, Austin is spot on. Austin, telling you, those guys are fucking good. They're really good. Jack and Austin for the win.
But he's going to get the same.
How many cards you got?
We know you're a coward. That's why you got to carry a
Yeah,
gun.
yeah.
Yeah, I just figured I'd point that out. Like,
And look at his daddy. Look at him.
yeah,
He's trying to work on a car while his boy's talking shit.
Well,
You know, instead of the boy helping and working and helping his dad make some money, he'd rather make a video and make pennies, which he's not even making any money because he's not.
okay, he's not monetized. So I want to address this too. Now you're claiming that Austin isn't doing any work with his dad, but we all know that he does work with his dad. He was just making a video there. What video have we ever seen Beamer and Son Garage put out where your son's helping you do anything? Other than the fact of the time when you stuck him underneath your mother's van and you yelled at him and you made him look like a complete idiot doing the oil change. What other time ever has putting white lithium grease on the go-kart? Is that, I mean, what videos? Find me a video of fucking Forrest working on anything. Let me see. On a burglar note, I went to a gun show. Lever action 22. So so weird to me how you can just. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Oh, Barry has beyond messed up, guys. Believe me.
He's not monetized on this channel. These guys are scum.
Wow, that,
Absolute scum.
it is our constitutional right as Americans, the Second Amendment. That's one of the many things that make this country so great. Free speech, another thing. Barry does not have that ability though. It's gone. Barry cannot own a gun. Barry is a convicted felon. Barry doesn't tell no one that, but it's the truth. He's a convicted felon. Don't mess with Marco. And especially don't mess with Poor Man's Speed Shop because those guys, if there's anything dirt on you, they're going to find it. Yeah, I know. I'm waiting for that paperwork. I've been putting a certain amount of money away each week just in case. Barry's a country. I know. And that's a really good point, Mark 1. Barry is a country boy, so what's the problem with carrying? Problem with carrying is he can't carry because he's a felon. Plus, I can only imagine Barry with a gun, but
The world knows it. Nobody in YouTube was fucking.
And this whole video is done because I I took a picture that I found on the internet and I posted it of this Jeffrey kid. And it's all it's about is because I posted, and we're going to show you the picture that I posted on YouTube. I've showed it many times, and here it is. And that's my buddy right there. There it is. There's a picture of Jeffrey O. And that's my buddy right there. That's Super Fan. There he is right there with his little kid. And that's the only picture I could get. There's the good.
there's the good.
That's the bad and the ugly right there.
The bad and the ugly. Okay, so you're calling my fucking 9-year-old son the bad and the ugly? My only response to that, tough guy, is, and again, Barry, you wouldn't do that to me if we were standing in the same room. You would not do that. That's all I'm going to leave that at. You would not do that. You pretend you're some fucking tough guy. You're a 62-year-old mutt. You understand that? 62 fucking years old. You're a mutt. You're a mutt. Spring in the grass. He ain't going to no spring in the grass. He ain't going. Where's he going? Nowhere. You might be going to Heartbreak Hotel. See, I think you know what I think it is, Barry, is you're jealous because you see me with my kid. And it kills you because not only are you a worthless piece of shit of a man, but you're even a bigger piece of shit as a father. That's something you can never, doesn't matter if you have 1,000 cars, that will never change that. You understand that? You understand that, Barry? When you look at that animal noise sounding, making fucking freak that you got of a boy. Looks like a freak out of a freak show. Could you imagine what? Oh my God. They're all little kids walking around with their hands dragging the ground. That's what his grandkids look like. But hey, let's get back into it.
There.
Oh, you gotta give him the fucking 10 cents or whatever the fuck it is. Oh, one more thing. By the way, he reposted this video again. This video, look at this. This YouTuber channel has been like a terrorist. Now shows his guns.
So they're mad because I posted a picture and then the whole video is about that. And then you got to talk about me being a pussy when it's him with a gun showing that he's got the gun. You know, are you trying to brandish that gun and tell me that, you know, you're going to shoot me again? They've already won. And they had a video where they changed it too. And I made them change it too. I had to change it.
Barry, and again, here's another thing. Here's another thing. Wacko Jacko offered to come to you, pay for the ring. He was even going to pay you. We were going to put a fucking, like a fund together. And I'm telling you, you probably would have made some really good money. Although you would have needed that for your fucking medical bills. Doesn't matter. You would have walked, well, you wouldn't have walked, but you would have scurried away. In the end, you would have had a little stack of money because everybody would have paid for it. But again, because you're such a parasite and just a fucking worm, you couldn't do that either. Like, what kind of... Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that, anyone? You're calling someone out. You're saying you're going to do this to them. You're going to do that to them. And then that person turns around and says, look, I will pay for a ring. We can do all this in a ring. I'll give you money. And then you have the whole YouTube community saying, look at what we'll throw money in it. And then you don't ever mention that. That's something we never mention. You just come up with these bullshit fucking stories that you play. I still have 100 for that. I said I would put 500 in it. I would say if he set up a Cash App account, I would Cash App him $500. So Barry, between just me and who was that? Bruce? Was it Bruce that said that? Bruce, that's $600. That's 600. 150 for Mark once. That's 750 fucking dollars. I would drive to Indiana just to win. Well, there you go. No, it would be in Ohio because he would go to Barry's. He could do it right there in Barry's shithole yard. There's plenty of room for it. I mean, Barry, I'm thinking you could get up over $2,000 by the end of this. To what? To get into a ring? To do what you've been saying you've been going to do all along? You're going to give this man a beating? I mean, let's think about this. Who's the stupid one? You got people that would drive halfway across the country to see it. Like, and he's a country boy. Country boy will survive. Rub some dirt on it. Bruce said he'd go 200. I haven't even brought my father. I would be willing to bet my father would match, because I think he already said he'd match what I would match. So that you could really be looking at some good money. But no, we don't do that. We don't do that at Beamer and Son Garage. Just like we don't work on cars, we don't take care of anything. He could fucking put a driveway in. Pops for the win. Pops is upstairs lingering around somewhere. Pops isn't happy with you, Barry. Doesn't like it when you put his grandson on the computer.
And they had a video where they're going to the Indiana swap meet where I was going to go meet my great friend Scott Speed Shop, Jedediah Scott, at the Indiana swap meet, which was the Indy show 2 years ago. And
it's another thing Barry does. Now, again, I don't know any of these people. I don't know Scott, the poor man. I mean, Scott Speed Shop or any of those people. But looking at their channels and looking at what they do for work and then looking at you, I understand why they want nothing to do with you. But yet you keep shouting them out. Barry, I cannot wait for that. But then again, by the time that all comes around, Barry probably be sitting in jail because that's where this video is going. I don't know if you guys read the thing. I made the call. Barry really fucked himself this time. And you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy. I woke up this morning. I felt good. Yesterday, I made some phone calls. Sent some clips. I don't know what's going to happen, but I will say this. Very interested in it. Very interested in it. Very interested in it. Oh, Lee, good morning. Well,
so stupid that he put that and doesn't realize, the ramifications. You can't say that. You can't say you're on your way to go shoot a Beamer. Okay, if you're if you're meaning ill intent, what he was meaning, to shoot me.
Do you hear the fucking words that come out of this man's mouth and how stupid he sounds? He so badly wants to act like he's an educated man when he does not know the first fucking thing of what he's talking about. Him and Rich should get together and talk to each other because they both spew out the same bullshit. It's all it is bullshit over and over and over and over and over again. Austin, no. Austin never said that. Of course he didn't. You know who said that? Barry did. Barry said that. let's get back into it.
Me, with a gun. That's a pussy, guys. Okay. So I hope you guys can understand why Mr. Obvious had to come out here and point this out. It's only obvious that these guys are nothing but bitch pussies.
Gary, your own son ran from you. You understand that? He ran from you and said, "Yeah, it's not the 70s anymore." Made an animal noise and ran, bolted. That's your spring. That's what come out of your balls. That's your legacy. A fucking kid that goes, hee ha hoo. That's you. That's the fruit of your loins.
Got to carry a gun, and use a gun, and it's just going to be just like the song, you're going to use a gun and you're going to throw your life away, you're going to throw away the sun. What was that? It was a Queen song.
Okay. Now that Queen. Now this is quite comical to me. This shows you the man's education. He just said that that's a Queen song. Now that song was around when Barry was younger. You talking about Bohemian Rhapsody? Is that how you say it? I think everybody knows that song. Fucking stupid, dude.
He pulled his.
Do you really believe that Austin, at 26 years old, is going to shoot you and go to jail for the rest of his life? Do you really think that that's on his priority list? Like, seriously? Did you not see things that kid's got going on in his life? You think he's going to throw all that away for you, Barry? Never would happen. Never ever would happen. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But exactly. Like, I heard that and was like, what? Is it? I think everybody knows that song. But again, even though Austin never said he was going to do that, I challenge you. Let's put it this way, Barry. You can find one clip of him saying that, and I'll shut this channel down. I'll delete it. Okay? On my son's life, you find a clip of him saying that, and I will shut. Guys, if anyone can find a clip of that, and they can provide it, I will shut this fucking channel down and I will move on with my life. I will be done with YouTube. Okay? Exactly, Barry not work. Barry's going to the pen Barry's on his way himself to the pen. He's only something tells me this time, and like I said yesterday with a call that I made and the way the conversation went, and there was a callback involved, and there was also, things shared. I don't think I think Barry's gonna be in trouble, to be quite honest with you, because now you actually have the police that are looking into this. So, and believe me, the last thing I wanted to do was contact. I had at first I wasn't gonna do it. I wasn't gonna do it because that's not me. But after thinking about it and thinking about Barry and his character and the things that he does and the way he acts, there was just something inside of me that said, Jeff, you have to call. It's your duty to call, because this man is not a good man. He's not. And making YouTube videos over and over again isn't going to change it. How this can be changed is if the proper light is brought to it.
Trigger and threw his life away. Yeah, that's what's going to happen to you. Austin, you dumbass, you stupid. You posted that, and anybody could use that, and that's what I just did. I use it against you. You use your little digs and try to use it against me.
And listen, Barry, if you are watching, I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, on my son's soul, I called, spoke to someone, had a call back, and shared YouTube bits. That's not something I'm bullshitting about. I'm not doing that just to get arousal, everyone. That is true.
In your face, There you go. That's what I've been talking about, If you got to carry a gun and use a gun and talk about using a gun and showing that you got a gun, you ain't nothing but a bitch pussy. And that's what this guy is. So let the law, I hope you guys are watching, let the law be known. There's a guy right there that's, brandishing a gun, showing me a gun, basically, trying to say, without actually using the words this time, that he's going to shoot a beamer. They'd already used them words once. Yeah.
Again, find.
Ever wondered what your home looks like from space? Enter your address and get a 360-degree satellite view of your home right now. See your city, your street.
It just cracks me up that these guys are so stupid that they would do that, and just give that to me, so I can show you, the world, the YouTube world, what kind of pussies these guys are. And this particular individual.
Okay, and again, I cannot stress this enough. What is up, Frank? Frank, to bring you up to. I love the new. Oh, thank you. Yeah, let me let this keep playing so I can listen.
Carrying a gun and talking about, in a video he did before, talking about on their way to shoot a beamer, going to the Indy swap meet, and then they're talking about, you ain't got no friends, because they're going around bashing me to my friends and trying to turn people against me, and it's not working. Okay, all these people that you say.
Okay. More bullshit. More bullshit. I'm going to tell you, this year I'm going to try so hard to get out there. Even if I just come out, even if the old man doesn't, even if I just fly out, I am so determined. I think I'm going to stop planning it now and actually putting away a little fun for money so that it's something that I can do. I would love to go to that event. Not for any problems or anything like that, but to go around and ask some of these vendors if they know Barry Beamer and what they think of him. Because I don't think he has a lot of friends. Matter of fact, I don't think he has any friends. But
they're not my friends. They're still my buddies.
They're not your friends.
Tall Camaro guy, still my friend. Scott Speed Shop, still my friend. And once Scott Speed Shop, finally realizes, what kind of piece of trash you are.
There we go, Gibby.
He'll probably kick you to the wayside again, like he's done once. And of course, he doesn't know that you sent me a message and telling me, ha ha ha, ha ha ha, we got a shout out, we got a shout out. I've had so many shout outs from Jedediah Scott. It's not funny. He's giving me shout out after shout out, and I didn't have to give him a couple.
Oh, okay. And again, here, now see how we got to revert back. It could be, Frank. I'm not sure. I do know that that's the fruit of Barry's loins, though. Why does he got to keep going back to these other YouTubers? You see, you know what the truth is, guys? Barry has no content left at all. At all. He's got no cars that he can drive around the track. I mean, other than what? A Toyota Corolla. So, without us, Barry has nothing. He goes out, he takes it. Now he's to the point where he gets on his little fucking mini bike and drives across the yard and looks at a taillight. He needs us. But, Barry, when the knock on the door comes, bud. Because listen, it's coming. I know it. I know it. Let me tell you. You know when you just know something? That's how it is with this situation. You're not a good person, Barry. Yeah, did you see him dumping that thing? Like, what a joke. Well, and you know the thing is though, Bruce, at least with Nectode, like there's been somewhat consequences for some of his actions. Like he was thrown out of that hotel. He was thrown out of Walmart. Barry has been able to continue to do this shit. I don't know. We've made calls to the dog catcher. We've made calls to the town. We've made calls to the fire department. And no one seems to care. However, this shit with the guns, they care about that. I don't know why. They care about that. True, lonely people need attention, good or bad. Doesn't matter. It's still attention. I'll tell you, Barry would not fare well in prison. Not at all. I think I seen a comment this morning. I think Matthew Decker left it on one of Poor Man's videos, and he said Ryan would be in PC day number 1, and Barry might last a day or two, which I wouldn't even give him that, before he would get what. Because those people, when you're in those places, they tend to frown upon that stuff. So
a couple junk vendors that all he can use them for is wall art. He can't. Why can't you give me something that he can, like, maybe use? Not just wall art that he's just going to put on a wall. Why don't you give me something nice? And then you give him a dashboard that's got a rust hole in it. I mean, come on, guys. What, you couldn't sell that at the swap meet? So instead of loading it back up and hauling it back home, you gave it away? or is it because you couldn't sell it and get $1 on it that you decided to give it to those guys to get it out of your garage? You gave it to Jedediah Scott. Jed, you really should know what kind of trash these guys are. And you already know,
unbelievable
what they've been doing, what they're trying to do. And of course they're not successful. You guys are never going to be successful. No one's going to believe these lies that you guys say, that I'm a racist and I'm a this and I'm a that, because it's all lies. You can't prove any of it.
Barry, I promise you, buddy, I promise you that everything you just said there, Marco's going to make you eat crow on that. I promise you, motherfucker. I promise you. Are you that, like, how stupid can you be when you know that you're a convicted felon? There's no video. Did you just hear what he said? There's no videos of him being a racist. Really? Really?
And if you could prove it, it doesn't mean anything, But, it's not true. I'm not a racist. I'm not any of these things these guys claim I am. If anything, these guys are the racists. My brother is one of the biggest racists that ever walked. He hates black people. My sister was dating a black person, and he expected me to go along with the rest of my family and turn my back on her when she was dating a black man. And I didn't turn my back on him. Matter of fact, I went to a ball game with her and him, with her black boyfriend. Me and my girlfriend, we went to a baseball, and my brother found out and threw a fit.
Wow. Okay, did you hear that? I'll guarantee you the only reason why Barry went to that was the guy probably paid for the tickets. As a matter of fact, no, he paid for the tickets because we know Barry didn't. Do you hear the shit that comes out of this man's mouth? I am so sick and tired of listening to the same fucking shit day after day after day after day. I cannot wait for the video to come where you're gonna have Toothless Boy there. Look at Dad. Look at they're taking Dad out. You come to my yard, you put me in handcuffs. Don't you know who I am?
It's racist. My family was racist. Yes, they were what you call prejudice. You know, I wasn't. I told my mom and my dad years ago, you know, I'm not going to be like you guys. I'm going to do, and I'm going to be the way I want to be. I'm going to do what I want to do. And I've had many, many, many black friends, and still have them to this day. And I've had black girlfriends too. How about you guys, huh? You got any black friends? No, you don't. No, you don't have any black friends. No, you don't.
Did you guys just hear that? Did you guys just hear what he just said? So now let's dissect into that for a second. So his mother and his father were racist. Now, didn't his mother work on a school board or something? Something to do with the town? The kids? She worked with the kids? What a way to slander. Oh my God, I could not imagine. I couldn't imagine. I can't even imagine that. And do I know any black people? Well, Barry, if you must know, he's half Spanish and I guess half white nephew. What's your point? I can't believe he just did that. Could you imagine saying something like that about your dead mother and father? That's fucked. That is fucked.
I never had a black girlfriend. None of you have, you know. And the ones I'm referring to, you know. So, all right, so we got this here. We're going to cut off on this Mr. Obvious video, come back with cleaning this up. This all came from a tree that right there, split off right there. There's the tree. Split off, came down, hit that Mustang, and then hit the pole barn me and my son built, our carport. I want to call it a pole barn because I sheeted it. And it tore the roof up and really messed that Mustang up, you know. All right, guys. So Mr. Obvious out. You know, it's only obvious, you know, that these guys are trash and they're scum, and they're all what I say they are. Let me tell you, and I just proved it right there. They're cowards. They're pussies, and they carry guns and make threats with their guns. You know.
Wow.
They've done it before. You know.
Ooh.
I'm on my way. We're on our way to shoot a Bammer. You know. Get a life, dude. Get a clue. Find something else to do with your spare time. You're not getting anywhere with this channel. I'm going to report you every day from now on for all the racists, all the comments you guys made, and all the bad things you guys try to say about me and my son.
Well, it's porno.
And then the other ones too, that'll be for another Mr. Obvious video. I can only deal with so much scum at once, guys. See you in the next one. Bye-bye. Angus getting some food.
Well, look.
Bye-bye, everybody.
So wait a minute. Did I hear that correctly? There's another Mr. Obvious coming that's going to be for us? Really? That's interesting. Just can't make this shit up, folks. Can't make it up. Now, I've been watching a lot of Barry's older shit. And let's get into it.
Getting ready to go dirt bike riding on my Kawasaki. Got it hooked to my tow truck. Get ready to go out riding.
Yeah, right.
Got my 93 KX 250. Just love that bike. It's hooked onto my little pickup truck bed that's actually turned into a trailer. And, yeah, getting ready to take her out, my KX 250. It's a 93 model. And yeah, it's bad. It's a bad boy right there.
Everything he's got's
sure
bad.
do like my dirt bike.
Yeah.
And all my hot rods around here.
Yeah, take a look at
Sure
those
do like
hot
all my
rods.
hot rods.
Look at that.
Rollbacks and cars and, you know, trucks and everything. Keep calm and truck on. That's what that sticker says.
Yeah.
Here's the white truck.
Ugh.
We love the white truck. I got a couple of them Kawasaki's. That's not the only one I got.
He fucked
got
that truck
another
up
one.
too.
It's actually got another parts bike too. Got quite a few of these around. And these down here are my other cars of what I call my dream cars.
My dream
This
car.
is a 91 LX Mustang right here.
That's his dream car.
Excuse me, it's an 81 Mustang. It says 5.0 on the hood, but this thing is an original 4-cylinder automatic car. And it doesn't have a 4-cylinder in it no more. Rested between the frame rails of this car is a 5.8. So there's a 5.8 there. That's a Windsor engine. It sure is. Needs a lot of work,
That's a boat
but
engine.
most of the work's already done. The motor's in it, the transmission's in it, and it's going to be a force to be reckoned with. 5.8 box body, and over here is my Valiant. In one of the episodes, you see me put an engine. Well, we just put an engine in that car and started it up the same day we put the engine in it. But this is a '64 Plymouth Valiant, and it was an original 6-cylinder, 3-speed on the column manual shift. So now it's sporting a 318 now. So I can get the hood open. There's safety on it.
See what I mean?
There we go.
Now the title
There
of
the
this
318
video is
sits
Dirt
at.
Bike Day.
And she's got one of them aluminum 3-row radiators in it. I'm going to get my son to help me work with this thing. It's got a brand new wiring harness up there on
What
the
a
bar
fucking
wall.
joke.
Brand new, you can see that. Brand new, you can see the yellow wire there, brand new wiring going across the back of the firewall there, and comes up, and the headlights still got to be hooked up in there, and it runs across here, all brand new wiring all the way across here. And there's another headlight plug. And this here is just a bunch of dead wires that are pretty much just ready to be, mothballed. Once I get the headlights changed out, I'm going to throw that whole wiring harness. I ain't going to throw it away, but I'm going to yuck out that whole wiring harness. And she's rigged up with an electric fuel pump right now. You can see the fuel pump right here. There's the fuel pump. There's the wiring that goes to it. But she's a neat little car. We like the little car.
Yeah.
Little Plymouth Valiant, 64 Plymouth Valiant. I like the grill in the car. And this manifold right here was big dollar. I paid $350 for that manifold. It goes down and snakes around. I don't know if you can catch that or not. At the bottom there, you can see it right below the steering shaft. And that manifold will come with a passenger manifold. That's a driver's side manifold.
Okay. Yeah, that $300. Who the fuck would spend $300 on a manifold to a car that you can't drive? Ryan would. Ryan Beamer. Special edition, Dad. I'm gonna put the aluminum radiator in it, Dad. Like, tag, share, follow. Hit the bell. Let's get back into this shit, Dad.
But both manifolds cost me $350.
It's fucking raining here,
I
man.
paid more for the exhaust manifolds than I did the engine. There's the grill I love so much. I just love that grill. Love the grill in that car. It's just something about the grill in that car. I can't get over that grill. And of course, there's a
Go back to what? Go back to that shot. What? I know, the fucking rain, man. This blows. Never mind, not important. Well, what is it in the video? Did I miss something?
There's the side of it. We love the Valiant. It's a '64. We love the Plymouth Valiant.
Ryan wasted his whole fucking inheritance on junk.
That's what it looks like inside. There's a race seat right there. Not bolted in, but there's a racing ratchet shifter right there on the hump right there. It's already hooked up, and it's gonna be strictly a drag car. There's some floor pans for it. He's gonna have no back seat. It's gonna have 2 buckets in it, one for me and one for the boy. I'm missing the driver's side door panel. I don't have it. It's got all the other parts, the window crank, the door handle, the armrest, but I'm missing that door panel. And I want to get that door panel. I got one for the back, and I got one from over there.
Hey, look at Barry beam of logic, guys, okay? The fucking frame is rotted in half. The car sits like this. But guess what? We're going to put a $300 manifold on it, and he's worried about the door panel. It's going to rain again next Saturday, too? You fucking kidding me? You want to hear something that blew the mind yesterday? Is when I picked my son up from the Boys and Girls Club, and he said, "Hey, Dad, you know I only got 8 days of school left?" And I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "I only got 8 days left." I couldn't believe it. But yeah, he needs the door panels. Don't worry about the frame and, the fact that the fucking thing is rotted in half. Don't worry about that. The door, got to get that door panel.
I got the back one. It's there. And then I got this one. It's there too. But I'm missing the driver's side, door panel. So I'm going to try to find one for it and make the interior more complete. But we just love the Valiant. It's one of our favorite cars around here.
He loves it.
The taillights of this thing, it had a broke light right here. This lens
Ryan
broke
spent
right
$300
there.
For a new one.
That lens at the bottom, this clear lens down here was broke. And I went through a painstaking ordeal just to get that light.
Yeah, Ryan did.
You wouldn't believe what I went through to get that, but you could clearly see.
You guys want to know what Barry went through?
There's no trespassing here. This is my Valiant, a '64 Valiant. Love the Valiant. Came out of Dayton, Ohio, and me and the boy drove. We drove the white truck out there. That's why I call that the long distance hauler. We drove the white truck out there and got this car. And I love this car. It's a buddy of mine had one in high school. Bob Martin, he had one in high school.
Oh, Bob Martin.
And he lost his car, and we never got to really enjoy that car. His was a 4-door. This is a 2-door post car, and I really liked the 2-door post car. I mean, of course, if it was not a non-post car, I'd like it even more. But this makes this rare because there's not many of these post cars around, especially a 2-door. And it's 64 Valiant, and this car had air conditioning. And when we got it, the guy had ripped the interior out, including the heater box. So the air conditioning is long gone. My son,
again, and I put this in a post somewhere. Anything Barry has in that yard come from a junkyard. Everything. Other than maybe those what the fuck, those other cars there, I can't think of the name of them. Painstaking, but hot rods. Could you imagine Barry at SEMA? The smell, oh my God.
We found a heater box online, a non-air heater box. So I've installed a non-air heater box so this thing will have heat. Because who knows? I might take this thing out in the wintertime, maybe go to the dollar store, go to the local, Choke and Puke or something to get something to eat and chow on. But we like the Valiant.
Choke and Puke, what were you watching? Oh, wait a minute. Choke and Puke. I know what that is. Barry was just watching himself some Smokey and the Bandit. Got a little excited, probably watching that TA ripping down the street. And said, you know what? I got to go out and shoot a video, shoot my junk. Dollar store. What a fucking joke, bro. Joke. Oh,
like the 5.0, which is it's a 5.8. It's a sleeper.
truckers.
And that car is going to be a force to be reckoned with. Those are going to be some
Oh,
cars that are going to be coming up on some future episodes, specifically the Valiant, and of course the we're going to call it the 5.0
Right,
because
the
it's
5 years ago.
We're going to call it 5.0. We're going to call it the what it says on the hood, even though it's not. It's a fake 5.0. That baby's got a 5.8 Windsor that I put in it out of a truck. It came out of a van, and so
there's you
it
go.
was a half-ton van, and I had to change the oil pan in it. I had to put a Fox body oil pan on it. And those are new tires right there on the record. You can see them new tires. And these tires got a lot of meat on them.
Guys,
And they're
if he went to Barrett, they wouldn't let him in the door there at Barrett Jackson. He need a banking account for that. He wouldn't. Dollar store menu is supreme. Yep. What a fucking joke.
they're brand new. I got
They're
them
brand
tires at
new.
Walmart. Then I mounted them right here at Beaver and Son Garage. One more look at my dirt bike.
Hell no, they
I
wouldn't.
got another bike right here that's going to go right here. Because a buddy of mine, he doesn't have a bike. So I'm getting ready to roll his bike out right now. And he's going to be riding. But that's mine. And of course, the other one's mine too. And there's this go-kart I keep talking about. That actually my son, I bought this for my son. I bought this go-kart for my son, and I gave him the engine. So I basically handed him everything he needed. And I've done some work to it right now. We've got the cover off of it for the engine, the pulley, not the pulley, the deal where you crank it over with, and the magneto is bad. The magneto's underneath this flywheel, and so I put the flywheel back on it right now. We've got to get a magneto, and once we
I want to put a kill switch on the go-kart we got out there. Hey, Dizzy, there you are. What's going on, brother? Now, did you hear that? He bought that for his 45-year-old son. Who the fuck buys their 45-year-old son a go-kart? Like, that's a piece of shit, too. You can
get a
tell.
magneto, we're going to do an episode of Beaver and Son Garage with the go-karts. We have one up on the hill up there in that little storage shed. That's the original cart. This one is one here that I bought the frame for $100. I had the motor laying around.
What?
And I said, here you go, son. Here's your new go-kart. Here's your motor. He took it to Johnny Morehouse. Johnny Morehouse did a lot of stuff for us over the years. Love Johnny Morehouse. He cut the shaft down on the motor to fit this centrifugal clutch right there. And there's this clutch right there. That's a centrifugal clutch. But he had to cut that shaft down after he put a plate on there and mounted that motor on that frame. And then he cut that shaft and lined that up with the centrifugal clutch was going to be at. And had to get that perfectly in line, otherwise that chain would keep popping off and wearing out. Did a pretty good job, Johnny did. And my son did a lot of mechanical work to it. Does all the mechanical work to it.
Okay. I got to stop this right here. I'm not a mechanic, but I can work on a fucking... Like, does he understand how stupid he sounds in all this? Number one, $100 for that frame? Come the fuck on, Barry. Come on. Everything has got to be above and beyond. He's just retarded. Retarded, dude. I want to hear what else he's got to say about this.
He, of course, you can see he put slick tire on it here. You know, there's a treaded tire there, but it's about worn down. And of course, these tires here, he's had some fun with it. You can see the tire's completely bald. Tire's bald. That tire there's some tread on. So we have some more fun with that tire. But that tire is a slick. That's like a drag racing slick. So we really don't know how much tread's actually on the actual casing or the actual surface of the tire. So we really don't know how long it's got. But that tire is made for road racing. It's a slick. It's made for the road. It's made for traction.
It's made for traction.
It's a cool little go-kart my son has. He's got a lot of neat stuff. My boy does. That's his custom Skylark 455 factory original 400 turbo car. with air, and it's got the custom interior, it's got the custom package, custom interior package, and it's got the power windows, and it's a car's really loaded up for 1971. It's got a lot of options, and of course, there's my Fury. There's my Fury. I love my Fury.
It's weird you say that, Diz, because me and the old man were talking the other day, and I had said to him, I was like, Dad, I was like, I would like to build one of these. And that racing motor that they have at Harbor Freight? They have the fuck. Is it a Predator? Could be. Yeah. Yep, exactly. Yep. Listen, I got the two Predator inverters there. I love those. Now, I did buy, the big pressure washer that they have at Harbor Freight? The big one? It's like, I don't know, 420 cc's or something. I forget how many pounds that was. Because I got that to run my surface cleaner. And I only had that a couple of months. And there was something wrong with it, man. That when it was cool, when it was cool, it'd fire right over. But once it got warm, forget about it. You could not pull that fucking thing over. I ended up bringing it back. It's the only Predator that I've ever had a problem with. Those inverters, forget about it. I love those things.
Dew's out and nice and calm and quiet. We love it out here in the country where I'm at.
Yeah,
there's my Fury. Yeah. There's my son's Skylark. We put a 455 in that car, and that car is just that's just that. We're gonna be doing that.
And the worst part about all of it is other than the fact that I couldn't get it to start when it would be warm, that thing ran good. I mean, it really did a good job with the surface cleaner. But I had to bring it back. And then I had thought about maybe buying another one and then setting it up so that I can put a drill on it and start it that way. Because I don't think you can put an electric start on those because of the pump. I could be wrong, but I don't think you can. But yeah, got sidetracked.
With that car too, that car is definitely it's a mean car. It's just a force to be reckoned with on its own. And there's a favorite. There's a '69 Mach 1. Now that's the bad boy of them all. 351 Windsor, 30 over, 10.5 to 1 TRW flat top pistons. Kevin Mahoney from the Mach shop, machine shop, he built the motor in that car. So that car's got a special camshaft. It's matched with the intake and the carburation. And the carburetor on that car, it's all a matching set. So your cams match with your intake, match with your with your carb. It's all a matching deal. So it's a 10.5 to 1 compression TRW pistons that are put in the car. Here's that 72 Mach.
Hold on a second here, folks. I'm going to show you something. Can you guys see that? It is fucking pouring. Pouring. Oh boy, the driveway over there has got a little puddling going on. That's not good. That's not good, Dad. It's not good. It's not the 70s anymore, Dad. All right. Let's see.
I keep talking about. And this car here, it's been mothballed for a few years. It used to run and drive. I think the timing chain must have popped on it. I'm not really sure, but we got some work to do. That's gonna be a future episode too. For sure. Well, look at what we got there. Where's that? Oh, it's my kitten Spot. Hey, what up, Spot? Spot gets this thing because this little spot right here on her head, right there. There's a little spot right down her head. You see that spot right there? Yeah, there it is. Spot right on her head. Just love that kitten. And of course, my son, there's his Charger. That's my son's Charger. You can see it. I got a fender and quarter panel left to do, and you know, I'll be pretty much done with the body on that car. There's this Skylark. This Mustang here is mean, but here you can see the Charger, and you can see the deck lids got a couple little spots there that need touched up, and it's pretty much done. The quarter's all painted. Got a little bit of rough down there. I got to do roughing in. I finish roughing in, and down there at the front of the quarter bound at the bottom. The door and fender are painted.
Ah, it's
But
painstaking.
there's a little bit of edging and a little bit of work right there in the gaps right there between the door and fender right there in front there. Got to do a little repairing there. And I'll be done with this side. The side of this car will be completed. I'll be completely done with the side of this car. And of course, this is my son's 880. He loves this car here. This is his 64 Dodge 880 that we've been working on. We love this car here. It's got this wicked ass grill in it. It's kind of dirty right now. But, look at that
Give it
manual
5
on it.
years.
That's got a brand new tire on it. We mounted that tire right here at Beamer Sun Garage.
How many fucking times are you going to say we did it here
There's
at
my
Beamer
cat.
Sun Garage? Where's that cat?
And of course, there's my Cadillac, and the Mustang was there, of course.
Ah.
There's my 68 Coronet and my original Barracuda, 65 Barracuda. We love that car.
Loves it.
But we're going to go in the basement, and we're going to get the other bike out.
Oh, God. Here we
'Cause
go.
We're going
in the palace.
dirt bike ride today, and then we're going to go quad riding another day with
You are-
the quads, because we got quads and dirt bikes. And we got everything here. There's Eleanor. See, Eleanor was painted just like the original Eleanor in the movie. The original Gone in 60
Here we go.
Seconds, the yellow and black.
John Haliki.
And I got it about 3/4 of the way painted. I bought the car kind of like this damage here in the quarter panel. It was all yellow and black, and it was hitting the right rear corner and hitting the left front corner. This car was given up for scrap. I got it before it made it to the scrap yard, which was before the junkyard. It pretty much was already in the junkyard. It was picked clean. The drivetrain was missing, the engine, the transmission, missing a fender or two. It was missing a lot of parts. And I put this car together along with my son's help. On my 40th birthday, we put this engine and transmission into this car. And I am, much older than my 40th birthday. I'm 16 years older, so do the math. It's been 16 years since me and my son built this car. And this car is a rocket ship. It's got the 429 in it.
Yeah.
And here's a picture of the inside of it.
Yeah. Look at that.
You got a distributor problem, and over there's a distributor I'm going to put in it right there in that box. So once I get the distributor in it and get the spark problem fixed, this car here is going to be on our track and in a future episode of Beamer and Son Garage. Can't wait till that happens. LTD is another one that's going to be a future car we're going to have on a future episode. So yeah, this is a 69 LTD. It's an original 390 car that sports now a 460 cubic inch big block engine that we just love. And of course, there's the Mach 1 again. There's that Mach 1. I love that Mach 1. 69 Mustang Mach 1, 351 Windsor.
Look at that shit.
And I was telling you about it. It's 30 over.
30 over.
And there's my tow truck. I love my tow truck.
Oh, he loves it.
This car is
Mine.
definitely an old boy from the past.
Yeah.
There's some new stuff there on the floor there, and a new center unit in that box. And there's a shot of that shifter in there. That shifter's actually been changed. The original shifter, I still have it, but that is a super competition Hurst that's in it. So that's not the original shifter. I said on the last video that's the original shifter. I remember now. I changed that shifter. I put a super competition plus shifter in that car, and that's what that is. That's a super that's a super competition plus.
Okay. Now I have a bet. I'll bet Barry $100 if he was to take that 69 Mach 1, the real deal Holyfield, and he was to bring that to the end of his driveway out into the street, okay? And he was to put the clutch in and bring that thing up about 6,000-7,000 RPMs and dump the clutch, I'll bet you the car would break in half. As a matter of fact, I almost know it would break in half.
That is, and it's got the wood grain dash and the Mach 1 dash over there. It says Mach 1 on the clock over there. And this car is something else, I'll tell you that. We got to get back on this car here. Freiberger's got one on his show.
Matthew,
Roadkill, and they call it the Disgust Tank.
What's up?
Mine's far from
I
that.
actually
Mine's nice.
brought you up earlier because I was telling everyone at the beginning of this, and I'll bring the rest of you guys up to speed. I had made a call yesterday to the state police, and after a call back and some sharing some videos, what the fuck is going on here? We will see what happens. But I said that I had saw one of your comments. I think it was on Poor Man Speed Shop, where you said the first day Ryan would be in PC and Barry might make it a day or two. But I don't think he would. I don't think he'd make it one day and he'd be in PC with his boy. They'd be making animal noises, making animal noise sounds together.
On the inside. It's a little rough on the edges, of course. There's a door. I got another door for it. I put that door up against the guardrail one night at 135 mile an hour. One of those, what do you want to call it? An alcohol night? Yeah, an alcohol night.
Alcohol night.
So we don't drink alcohol no more.
Now, I've said it a million times. Even though I'm not a mechanic, I don't know. I've never owned one of those cars. But can anyone tell me in the comments, is it possible for a 1969 Mach 1 two-barrel, factory two-barrel anyways, to go 135 miles an hour? To me, that sounds like ludicrous. I don't even think with a back wind of 100 miles an hour that car would do 135. That's fast. Yeah, no. More bullshit. It's all bullshit.
But there's Eleanor sitting there. We love our Eleanor. And LTD. But the reason I got you on here was coming down here to look at the other bike. There's a Ted Williams bike right there. That's a special bicycle there. I believe it's a Ted Williams edition. Somewhere it says Ted Williams on it. It's a very rare bicycle.
Oh, yeah.
It's a smaller, men's bike.
Yeah. Bring us in the palace.
Let me take you into the basement here.
Ugh.
Oh, well, that's really dark.
Yeah,
I
I
have to have
think
some light for
think.
that. Too dark down here. We'll have to come back to that. Anyways, that's the mission today, is to get these dirt bikes loaded up. I got one loaded up, got one more to go, and then that'll be it. So this is Beaver and Son Garage. I'm going riding.
Yeah.
We're out. We'll catch you later. You guys have a good one. Till next time.
Do you guys hear this bullshit? It's nothing but the bullshit. Now, hold on a minute. Let me find another one. Let me see if I can see that. I think it might be in the, I think I actually have a video of him riding. I might not, though. What the fuck is this? I don't know.
Beaver and Son Garage. We're back here today because we went dirt bike ride yesterday, and that didn't turn out too well. And that bike failed us, so we didn't get to ride this bike. Unfortunately, it's got a front tire that's flat.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't run. It started and quit, started and quit, started and quit. So yeah.
Now, that's another thing. I think it's funny that he's such an exquisite mechanic and master of tires. Every fucking thing that he touches with tires, the tires go flat. Why is that? Why the fuck is that? Why is it every one of his that he fucks with, they go flat?
it didn't pan out for us. We tried, but anytime you let something sit for, 3 or 4 years, it's been sitting for probably 3 years, you're going to have problems trying to get it back out. And so, yeah, we didn't have a good day. The bat bike had what we call a bad day. The bat bike had a bad day, but we're going to change it around and kind of morphodite it into why I call it. I'll show you why I call it the bat bike. So let's do that first.
Show us why.
Let's change the KDX, kind of like Batman, how he goes downstairs, down the pole, and then he turns into Batman. He's Bruce Wayne, but then he's Batman. So here we go. Here's Beaver Sun Garage interpretation of Batman.
Wait a minute. Guys, I've never seen this video before. I don't know if any of you have. I've never heard him compare. Now he's comparing himself to Batman. This should be interesting. You know what? I've seen this video, but I don't think I ever watched it because of the angle of it. Because it's upside down like that. But you know what? We're watching it today.
First thing you got to have is to be a bat bike. You got to have the exhaust system to make it look like a bat bike.
Look at that.
So here's the exhaust system for it. Okay, so there's the bat bike muffler. And you just tighten it up right there, that little clamp right there.
Hell yeah, Gibby. We call that winning.
We're in the headlight. Voila. It's almost done. It's got a number plate on it, and it's black, just like the gas tank. It's got the bat bike muffler on it. That taillight, that back fender's got to go. So, it's gone. And we're going to put the bat bike fender on it.
You can
make
this up.
A bat bike. Of course, I got to put some screws in that back fender. You guys get the message, the point. This is a bat bike. This is how it was supposed to look like all along, and probably that's why I didn't want to run, because it didn't have its gear on. It just didn't want to run yesterday. It started and quit, and it started leaking fuel. Of course, the front tire was flat, I found out, and then the kicker on it is now not kicking. So she'll grab about halfway, and then well, that's it. And the fender fell off. The back fender fell off. Actually, I kind of like it better without the back fender. Yeah, it looks more like the bat bike should look. Anyways, that's the bat bike. Kawasaki 1994 KDX 200 is what the bike is. And now it's converted into the most famous bike around here. And it's a bat bike. And the reason it's called a bat bike was this bike was bought in a barn, and the barn was full of bats. I mean, full. So we called it the bat bike. I've done a lot of work to this bike. This bike's got a brand new piston and rings and the cylinder, and it's all been redone. The top end of this bike, the bat bike, is brand new. She's also got some other new parts on it. A guy named Phil. My friend Phil, he's a really exquisite bike mechanic, and he helped me out with it. He set me up with that rear sprocket. That's a new rear sprocket. And a new tire on the back. And we're doing a lot of work to it. But when you have an old bike like this, you got to have a parts bike. So there is the Bat Bike's parts bike. Now there's an engine and transmission for it. It's inside the building in there. And this is the parts bike for the Bat Bike. Now, because the Bat Bike wouldn't run yesterday, I brought this out. And that is a Yamaha 90 model YZ250. Now, it's just not just a plain Jane Yamaha YZ. It is a wide ratio Yamaha. Right there. Wide ratio. Meaning the transmission has a taller gear in it, I guess. And it's a wider ratio transmission. This bike will just scream. This bike is mean. It is bad and loud. It is definitely bad and loud here at Beamer Sun and Garage. Now, the KX that you saw yesterday that I showcased.
Hey, thank you, Don, for stopping by. I hope you have a great day, bud. Guys, I can't even believe what he's.
Here's this parts bike. And the motor and transmission that came off this bike is in the basement. And this bike came out of the basement. This is my parts bike for my KX250. And this is a KX250. The same year, the 93 as my other one. But this is just basically a basket case that I bought from a friend of mine named Craig Russ, that he used to race this bike and he destroyed the engine. And he he sold me the bike. He had bought a lot of parts for this bike, and we bought it as a parts bike to our other KX250. Of course, there is the famous Skylark, the 4-door car, and this is one of our favorite things around here, our quad. This is a 2001 Honda Rancher, and it's 2-wheel drive utility quad. It's got a rack in the front and a rack in the back, and we just love this quad. We're going to take it for a little spin today, I think. Before we do that, though, we got some other ones here to toy with. Got to put the tools away first, though, people. Got to put your tools away, don't delay. So you have them for another day. And the bolts, too.
What's the difference? You'll just have your disabled son buy you a new set.
We got a bolt here. We got to stick into the hole here. Otherwise, you lose a. If you don't put the bolts back or put them in a cup or something, you can see what I did was I put the bolt right back in the hole in the hole and thread it in by hand. And if you don't do that, you'll lose your bolts. That's the best way to do it. And of course, we'll take the parts that morphodided into the Bat Bike now. We'll put them over there. And there's the tool. A nut driver with an 8mm socket. So all I needed to change all that. It's pretty simple. And same as the 5/16.
Look at how he's got
the famous toolbox.
Tools out like
it belonged to my best friend Joe Rumping.
What happened to that set?
And there's that.
What happened?
Let's get on the quad. Now let me show you something. The quad's got a feature that a lot of quads don't have. This has a rear hitch. It's got a 2-inch trailer ball on it, and hooked to that trailer ball.
You guys hear that? That's unique, that 4-wheeler, because it has a hitch or a ball. Wow. This is pretty bad.
J-hook.
Oh,
pretty self-explanatory. And you can drag things with this. Yeah, it works real good. It'll drag anything you hook to it. So this is a very good piece around here on the property. We really like this quad. It does a good job for us here at Beamer Sun Garage. And it really comes in handy around here. So let's get on the quad. We love quads. This is a nice one here. Let's see. He don't like the quad.
He doesn't like it either. You really can't. Oh, that didn't sound good.
That's my 2001 Honda Rancher. It's actually my son's car. Actually, I call it mine, but it's really my son's.
Oh.
It belongs to Beamer and Son Garage, I guess now.
Oh.
But he actually.
Did you guys just hear that? Never heard that before. Add another thing to the list of the boys. It's the boys four-wheeler. How the fuck have I never seen this video? Member Club. And shoots. I can't believe this. It's because of the angle. That's the reason why
I bought that, and I fell in love with it. I just love this quad.
I can't believe it.
I love that.
Well, I mean, I
now
can
we got another
it,
car over here. It's a Camaro that belongs to my son.
Oh,
It's a 76 Camaro, and it's got a fuel problem. Mainly the gas tank's empty. If I put some gas in it, I might be able to get it started and move. But we got another idea here at Beamer and Son Garage. We can start it. We can run it. We don't need gas in the gas tank. We just take a simple, very simple approach. We'll take the air cleaner lid off, which I've already pre-loosened and taken it off. I'll set it over there.
it is worth the angle.
Then we get just a very simple bottle that's full of gas.
Oh,
This bottle happens to be some
Barry's Duke
product made by Lucas.
Oh God.
This is a bottle with zinc in it that you get at your parts store, AutoZone, Pep Boys, in them places. And we're going to fill the carburetor up. There should be a vent tube on the carburetor. And there it is. And we'll fill up the carburetor.
This is just nuts. Nuts.
We'll put some gas right down that vent tube, which will fill a bowl of the carburetor. It'll fill it.
Once you're spitting it.
So now she'll run. Then you just stick this in there, kind of like just kind of sitting there, just kind of. Here we go. I think.
Okay. Any kids that are watching this, even though I'm not a mechanic, I do not recommend doing this because if the car does backfire, which is very common, you could have a little bit of a problem there. Might be burning down the shop.
I think that's going to stay. Here we go. And it'll just sit there and drip gas down into it.
Yeah.
Now we'll start it, and now we'll drive the Camaro. It's a 76 Camaro, bucket seat car, automatic.
Wow.
We love this car. It belongs to my son.
Of course it does.
We bought it out of another junkyard. And
junkyard, whoa.
We just love this car.
Where are you going? Nowhere.
Well, needs a little persuasion. This is starting good. Well, let's try this. Give it a little squirt right here. Now let's try it.
What a joke, dude.
The battery went dead. Okay, well, won't be able to move that right this minute.
The end of that.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. Barry, how many auctions did you take this day?
We'll have to get a jump box on it and move it.
I'm happy, though, that he pointed out what the problem was and what a lot of the problem is you got to put gas in them. But see, Barry doesn't have any money. Therefore, he can't go to the gas station and purchase gas, just like the rest of the world. The great boy's got to wait for the great boy to come home. Wasted all that gas. I mean, just like, you can't make this shit up. This fucking guy is fucked.
There's our 71 four-door. We love the four doors around here.
Here we go.
They're a lot of fun. Some people say the four doors are too many doors. Well, you know, that's their opinion, and they're entitled to it.
Oh,
but here at Beamer and Son Garage, you know, you can do a lot with a four-door car. You can haul your buddies around. You can pick up your girlfriend, your wife. You can take your kids with you to the store,
Whoa.
to the show, wherever you're going.
Whoa, dude. What do you know about being a father? You dumped your kid off with your parents. So when were you picking up kids? Barry. I wouldn't but doubt right now, folks, that they are investigating. They got cyber things, and they're looking at this fucking guy's history. He just said it. We're entitled to our opinions. Absolutely. Let's keep going.
Thing about this car I really like, you could take the back seat out. And what you do is you empty the trunk, you take the bottom seat out of the car. And when you do that, you make a whole bunch of room in the car. So you pull that bottom seat out, and it just comes right out. Just like that. And now you've opened it up for more storage. And what I do is I take the bottom seat bottom out of it, and now I go to the swap meet.
Yeah.
And I got the trunk emptied, the seat bottom out, and I'm ready to
buy tires.
I'm ready to go get some car parts.
But wait a minute, Barry. What are you gonna do this year, bud? You got no swap meet you can go to. He can delete anything he wants, Gibby, but you know just as well as I do, you can't delete everything. Wow. No more swap meets. Don't need a 4-door anymore.
We love this car. This car's a lot of fun here. Here at Beamer and Son Garage. We have a lot of fun with this car.
Oh yeah, this was the one
You see, I have a lot of
again
car keys.
with the great boy.
Trying to find this key that fits it. There we go. It's a hot one here today in Ohio. Usually I got my son here with me, but he's not here today. We missed him. Wish he was here with us.
Oh,
But in true Beamer fashion,
there we go. We're gonna blow it up.
we'll wish he was here and we'll think about it.
Yeah, you'll think about him, please. What a fucking joke. Oh. Talk about squeaking belts. He had to have that steering wheel. Great boy paid $100 for it. There we go. 150 degrees, but let's run it off the red line. Let's run it off the limiter. Wow.
Wish the Camaro would have ran because it kind of hampers me what I was planning on doing today.
Oh yeah. Barry, how far did you really think you were gonna get with your juice bottle? Come on. Yeah.
I plan on doing a donut, and I just don't have the yard space to do it. So we're going to kind of abandon that right now. That's not going to happen to the Camaro in our way. I plan on coming from down here and down through here, and then doing a big donut right there. But the Camaro's in our way. We threw mud all over it. This mower over here is the mower that we robbed the engine off the Joe Rumpy lawnmower, the green lawnmower around back that we showed on our last video.
Oh, is that the one you stole from your parents?
Last one before last. And me and my son took that engine off of that other Craftsman. And there it is. There's Joe Rumpy's engine.
We love Joe Rumping. He was my best friend for some 35 years. He still is my best friend. Unfortunately, Joe passed away about 3 years ago of cancer. So we've lost our best friend, but you know, his memory is still alive. Right there is his engine off his lawnmower. And every time we run this mower, we think of our friend, Joe Rumping. What a great man he was.
Believe this?
What a great friend he was to me. And he was a family man. He had 3 kids. He moved from Cincinnati, where I grew up when he grew up at, and he moved to Colorado and to be with his kids. His wife, actually his ex went down there, took the kids with her, and so he went down there to be with the kids and got back together with her, and it was a good time. But that's the mower.
What?
That's the Joe Rumping engine that we took off the green mower, and that was the first time me and my son had ever come together to work on a mower like that, doing a motor swap. So we swapped that motor into this mower and got it to run. And it's a great little lawnmower.
Barry, come on, tell the truth. It was great because the kid was able to buy you cigarettes and pay for shit. That was the only thing that was great about it, Barry. You can't believe a fucking word this guy's
I still use it on the property.
Yeah,
I like the John Deere better, but this is a very special lawnmower, and we like it. We like it here at Beamer and Son Garage. And here's a Mustang sitting here under a tree.
Yeah.
Of course, it's a lot of tree debris on it. But it's got a hood on it that's supposed to be some kind of what they call a Mach 1 hood.
Oh, boy.
And it's not the stock hood, but that's the hood that's sitting on it right now. The stock hood is still underneath of it. There's a stock hood. Yeah, you guys can see what I'm going for. The stock hood compared to that hood is, difference in night and day. So we're going to definitely bolt that hood on that car and plan on putting a V8 in this car. It's a V6 automatic car. And so, yeah, we plan on doing something with that car. We're going to probably make it carbureted and do away with the fuel injection.
Yeah, can't do that.
And that's our plan right there, to do that. And down here, we got another mower down there. We're going to see if it'll run. It's called a Simplicity. No, it's an Errant. It's not a Simplicity. I was going to say it's a Simplicity. No, my friend Craig Stillman has a Simplicity. This is my Errant tractor. And we're going to see if we can get it to go, because the Craftsman was down there, and we had to fight it, get it running. But here's something you don't see very often. Here's a bicycle built for 2. This is a Concord, and it's an open road 2-seater bike built for 2 people, and those are pretty rare to see. This bike here has a little generator on the back of the tire there, and what that does is that spins a little power and lights that light up in the back for night riding, and it's got a little headlight right there. So yeah, so this thing's got lights, and it's got disc brakes on it, front and rear, and it's a nice little 2-seater bike. If you see anything here on Beamer Son and Garage, they are for sale. If you said anything that belongs to me that I actually own is for sale. So if you see something you like, leave a comment. If you're interested in it, you want to buy it. The Camaro, of course, isn't mine. That belongs to my son, so that's not for sale unless he chooses to sell it. But we love them here. We love these cars and trucks and bikes, and we got quads and lawnmowers.
He's high as a kite in this video.
We got a lot of things here at Beamer Son and Garage. And we got a lot of things going on here. Of course, this is our motorhome that we have. We call it our MOC. We don't call it a motorhome. But that's my son's really into bicycles. There's one of his bicycles we just purchased at our last swap meet we went to. He gave relatively nothing for that. And here is our Bonneville. It's actually my son's Bonneville.
Yeah, exactly.
And there she is in all her glory. She's got
another ship
Mickey Thompson valve covers on it. That. And she's got a GTO. It's a repop. It's not an NOS air filter. It's a repop. But it's got like a GTO style air cleaner on it. She's got all kinds of new brake parts, new master cylinder, new wheel cylinders. You pretty much name it. This car also sports a 1-wire alternator. And it has 1 wire, goes to the back of the alternator, and it hooks right up to the positive cable. And that's it. No voltage regulator needed. So the voltage regulator over in the firewall over there is pretty much just dormant. It doesn't work. This
Kinda
vehicle
like
also
you.
has the HDI distributor in it.
Of
It
course.
didn't come like that. It's a 66 Bonneville. My son bought that offline, and we installed it here at Beamer and Son Garage.
2 points.
We put that HDI distributor in it. That's what you'd see in like a Chevrolet. You know, they also made them in Pontiacs, later models, 74, 5. They had the HDI came out, and of course, by then they were, you know, it was over with. They had so much emissions, you know, detuned them so bad that they didn't have any horsepower.
Why don't you bring that out?
There's my generator. In
Oh.
case the electric goes out, I got a backup plan. And there's my backup plan. There's my Honda generator that we love so much around here. And here is our Aaron's tractor.
What the fuck?
And yeah, I've had it on charge. There's the charger on it.
Oh yeah.
Little trickle charger, little trickle amp. And let's see if we can't fire this thing up. This thing's been sitting all winter. So this is the first fire up for the Aaron's. And we're gonna see what happens.
With my ass. Goodbye.
Let's see if we can get the crank first. See if we can get it cranking.
Oh yeah. He got a can of starting fluid in his hand.
Nothing there.
I wonder why it's locked up.
Yep. There we got it cranking.
Yep. Give it a squirt. Go ahead.
Probably would help if we put some gas in it because I don't believe that she's got any gas.
And nothing's got
No,
gas
she doesn't have
in
any gas. Let's see if we can spray some starting fluid up underneath the air cleaner. We get that there.
I just no gas.
Usually you can spray some start fluid around it and it'll pick up. Yeah, that's our first fire up. So we're gonna have to put some gas in this, and then we're gonna start this and move this out of the way. Aaron's tractor is alive.
Wow.
I heard it run. You all heard it run. It's a really neat mower. My son bought this for me to help cut the grass, keep the grass cut down. It's a great mower. Just love this mower. There's a Murray. That was a freebie. That was given to me. We just love the Murray. It's a free lawnmower. Nothing's better than a free automobile or a free lawnmower. You don't get anything better than that because you got nothing in it. You can afford to put a little into it and enjoy it. Back here is a mower that engine came off of over there. That's a Joe Rumping engine over there. And that's another one of our go-karts over here. Didn't really show this a lot, but it does have a really nice Honda engine on it. You can see that Honda engine is painted red too. And it's got a full roll cage on it. And a roof. Steering wheel right there. The seats are inside the barn. I don't leave them out here. And it's a tank. I mean, it's a rolling tank. You can see the front of it. It needs some tire work and does run. And we just love it. There's our barn find right there. There's our 65 Mustang.
We'll do one more.
There's a mower I keep talking about. That's the Joe Rumping mower. That engine I just showed you over there on the red Craftsman. That we took that engine off of this mower and put it on that red Craftsman. So there's Joe Rumping's original mower. We still have it. And we're not going to get rid of it. We're planning on getting the transmission broke. So we're planning on putting the transmission in it and then getting another engine for it, put it back out there and use it in the yard, do its job. There's our racing quad that I love so much. We're going to get that out. You're going to see that on the next episode of Beamer and Son Garage. And there's a 65 Mustang. This baby is one owner with 70,000 original miles on it. And it is a really nice old car. Got it in the barn, of course, to try to keep the weather off of it. But there she is right there. 77,000. 77,000 miles. There's the door panel on the driver's side. I got the door panel for the passenger side. I just haven't put it on yet. And the console is out of I guess that's a
what is it? A Mustang 2 console? I think it's a Mustang 2 console that I put in there. It fits real good in there, though. I mean, it looks good in there. It's not the original console, but we like it. We're gonna get this out. We're gonna dust this off. The 65 Mustang, along with the quad over there, and of course the other go-kart that we have. You know, that red one there. We like that one. And then we got one over here. That's basically a parts bike, or this one. You know, like I told you guys earlier, if you got a quad, you know, and you ride it, you need to have a parts bike in case something breaks. Instead of going to a Beachmont Yamaha or whatever, not Beachmont Yamaha, but whatever, you know, Yamaha. That's a 2000 model. Excuse me. That is a 97. That's a 97 Yamaha Blaster. And I don't like going to the dealer. I don't like going because you're going to pay 2 arms and a leg for a set of brake pads or anything else. You're going to pay a lot more parts. So I bought a parts bike, and there's a parts bike. I had another Blaster, and I sold it. That was another one that was mine.
This video is gold.
So that's the parts bike for this bike here. So we got a parts bike. You know, you need parts. You just take them off the parts bike, and then boom, you put them on the bike you ride, and then you're good to go. And you save money. I think I paid $100 for that parts bike right there, Yamaha Blaster. I think it's a 97, 98, might be a 99. So it's a great bike for parts for ours.
Now, see, that's Barry's logic. He'll have the son spend $100 for a parts bike that has nothing but shit parts on it. So that way, when he does go to fix something, he's just replacing it with junk. Dumb.
That's what we got here today at Beamer Sun Garage. We're working on mowers and on bikes. We're working on everything around here. We got a Camaro up on the hill that won't run. The battery went dead, so we're gonna have to charge that battery and come back, and we'll move that car. We're gonna put some gas in this Aaron's tractor. We're gonna move it. So we'll see you next time on Beamer Sun and Garage. And please subscribe to our channel. We really need you to subscribe to our channel for us to continue shooting our videos. And please leave a comment and like our videos. We appreciate you. And we'll see you next time on Beamer Sun.
What happened to this Barry? All right, hold on a second. Now. One second, folks. I think I've seen this one. Free car, I don't remember.
Work and play.
Hello, everybody. We're back here at Beamer and Sun Garage after a hot Sunday. Boy, it was hot today. It was a smoking one today. We was down there at Kellogg Avenue with a car that we got from our good friend Dave Eads, and we had to deliver it as a charity tow, and it's good to do charity tows. We did a charity tow, and wouldn't you know it, look at the good luck we got. On our way back, we ran across a friend, and they said, "Hey, you want a free car?"
Yeah.
So we got a Nissan that we towed back from the tow that we did for free. Our, basically, our charity that we did brought us a car. It's a Nissan. It's got aluminum wheels on it. No, it's not. Those are hubcaps. It's got steel wheels on it, nice tires, 15-inch tires. Interior's not too bad looking. And I believe it's a Nissan. Look at that. It's got a, what is that, a Bengals? Yeah, it's Bengals. Bengals right in there. Hey, that's a spare tire cover? Yeah.
Winning.
Oh, cool. We got a spare tire cover for our MOC. Yeah, we're going to put that on the MOC.
MOC.
I know right where that's going to go.
Probably.
We got a battery cover for our battery that powers it for the tow truck. It's a battery box.
And we really like this battery box. As you can see, you can
We really like this.
adjust it up right,
box.
set it up just right, and the lid goes on. And it's got a little lock right there. So if it rains or, you know, covers it, keeps it from the elements from getting a hold of it and destroying it. And there you go. Battery enclosed in a box. We love it. We're getting back to our free car here. It's a nice car. We used a board on it. You can see the board down there, a 4x4 board, and it saved the car from damaging it. And we love the little car. It's a free car. We're going to use it in an upcoming episode. It's an Altima, Nissan Altima GEX, whatever that means. I don't know. But we got a Nissan Altima freebie 4-door, and we just love this little car. You know, it is washed, it is clean, it's supposed to run and drive, it needs a battery. We haven't done a lot to it yet, we just got it. We're gonna see if we can get the hood popped on it.
That's not his car.
Man, it's popped. I don't know if it's gonna. Oh, there's the stereo. It's got a real nice stereo in it.
Oh yeah, look
It's
at
like
that.
an AM FM CD player. There's the rearview mirror. It's got some kind of American flag on it for a
We just
air
love it.
freshener. But yeah, it's pretty clean. Not a bad little car. Door handles seem to work. Yeah, all door handles work. Neat little car.
Neat.
I
Winning.
mean, we kind of like the little car. I don't know if the hood opens. The last one I got was a Toyota. The hood didn't open on it. So we're going to try to fight this hood open. Yeah, that's what it is. The hood release is busted. So there you go. The battery fried went dead. And there's no way to get to the battery. So we'll have to pull the grill out of it, pop the release, and then put a battery in it. And we'll have this on an up and coming episode of Beamer and Son Garage. It's Beamer and Son's new Nissan that we're going to be playing with. Ultima. I've always wanted an Ultima. Nissan. I always wanted one. Ultima. I always wanted one, and I got one. It's weird. I didn't want a Toyota, but I always wanted one of these Nissans. I always wanted one, and I got one today for free. Helping a friend. So it goes to show you, you do good deeds for people and it comes back, you know. It looks like it's had some paint work done on this quarter panel or something's been done to that quarter panel. It doesn't look like it's no damage any.
Lies.
Something's happened to that quarter panel, but my son won't care. That's going to be my son's car. He's going to drive this back and forth to save gas. This is going to be his little gas economy car. I got it for him I got it for free. I got the Toyota and I use it. Hopefully the air conditioning will work. If not, I might have to charge the AC on it. So
this has nothing to do with Barry.
it sat here for so long, the holes are dug. And there's the rib. That's a 73 rib. We got 3 of these cars. They all got the 455 big block Buick motors, 4-barrel, 400 turbos. We got 3 of them. We got 2 more of these Bonnevilles, all at the same time. But the little small patch here, that's where the Mustang was. That's that blue 65 Mustang you seen me put, well, we put a quarter panel on it and new trunk and new frame rails and new floor pans, new seat risers. That's where it sat at. But we
Listen, guys, unfortunately, I am going to have to cut this short because the great boy is wanting to go do some stuff, so I got to go spend some time with him. But I want to show you guys something. I found this picture. It's from when I used to play dots, 2008. We were the champions that year. But take a look at that. Take a look at me. That's me at 330 pounds. Jesus. All right, guys. We will catch you on the flip. Have a great day. Bye-bye.